Just like that, this was the official last Raw of 2024, the last Raw under 2 hours, and the last Raw on the USA Network. Next week, everything will change. We'll be on Netflix. Will be 2025. It's going to be a whole different game, as they like to say. Tonight, what was really billed as the main event, so to speak, was the confrontation between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. This was billed the entire night. And I do have to mention, I do like the fact of these two guys going back and forth. There wasn't physicality here, but you can feel the fact that these two guys are just heated and ready to go. I feel like when these two guys get on the microphone, they bring out the best in each other. But I also feel like CM Punk sort of gets the upper hand in most of these mic battles. Tonight there was a lot of mentions of, Punk mentioned the fact that, we haven't seen Becky Lynch in a while, alluded to the fact that maybe she walked out, and Seth Rollins, mentioned the fact that she's raising a kid, something that Punk doesn't know anything about. And Seth Rollins mentioned the fact, also alluded to AEW. He didn't mention AEW by name, but he alluded to that CM Punk took the competition's payday and how that worked out for him. Going into Netflix, I think this could either go either way, but I think I'm going to pick CM Punk to be the winner next week on Netflix. I think it makes a little bit more sense to have Punk win. And then potentially he could go off and challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. But I think tonight this mic segment was really good. Probably the best thing on this show here tonight. Some other little key features here on this show. One thing I do want to mention was the Judgment Day got some new music. I think it was a massive downgrade from what they had originally. We also got the New Day here tonight. They essentially came out. They kicked off the show. We were promised main event Jey Uso, but the New Day came out. The New Day tried to explain themselves in front of this crowd. This crowd just kept on booing these two guys. Even Jey Uso had to step in and kind of tell the crowd to shut up for a little bit, because these two guys, they just couldn't get a word in, and really couldn't get a word in. And this led to the fact of Jey Uso, he called out Drew McIntyre, and McIntyre came out and obliterated Jey Uso. And now we get this match here next week, Jey Uso against McIntyre. I do not think Jey Uso is winning. I think McIntyre is 100% winning next week. I do believe we'll see McIntyre as well next week in that Roman solo match. I think essentially we're building towards that. Unwillingly or willingly, I think that's what's going to end up taking place next week. We also got the Intercontinental Women's Championship. We got the official finals match between Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria. Honestly, I think Lyra is probably going to end up becoming the Women's IC champ. I think this belt, this IC title, is essentially made for somebody like her. So I think that's what we'll see within 2 weeks when they crown the official new Women's IC champ. And other than that, I think Raw was okay here tonight. Nothing super mind-blowing here tonight. The whole thing, like I said, was built around the whole show. Like I said, was built around the confrontation between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, which if you have time, I say you need to go back and watch that before you watch the main event next week, which I don't know, like I said, if it's going to be the main event. I've heard it's going to be Roman and Solo, but we'll see. And let me know what you guys think down below. And until next time, I will see y'all later.